Today's episode is for the die-hard strikers out there who really want to get good. And let me tell you how I base my current skill level. Basically, whenever I'm in training camp or outside of training camp, there's only one thing that really determines, am I down here or up here? And because I don't train all the time, like I have a fight coming now, my skill level does go up and down, up and down. So sometimes I feel, man, I'm rusty. Other times, I'm feeling sharp. What does this all come from? One thing, solid defense. It's all about the defense. Any day of the week, I can jump on the bag and blast off good shots, have good combos, executing. Maybe sometimes my speed is just a little bit down, but that's easy to ramp back up. Defense is much harder, and I want to give you guys one simple thing that I do. Basically the end-all be-all tip for ultimate defense that really works for me. When I employ this tactic, my defense skyrockets up. But sometimes I have to remind myself, why is my defense not on point? Why am I getting tagged? And it's all down to this one thing, in my opinion. It works for me. So people talk all the time about where do you look on your opponent? What is the main spot you should focus your eyes? And probably like 99 out of 100 people are going to tell you right at the chest. You basically make a triangle between the shoulders and the belly button, and you're looking in there. That's the extent of the information they deliver. And when I started delivering the same information to other people, I realized, this is not detailed enough. Because I had people ask me, so you mean look at the logo on your shirt? Like really stare at it, like you're looking at it to read it. I went, let me try this. What do I do? I'm like, no, that's not what we're doing at all. And this is when my defense really starts to skyrocket, when I do this next bit of information that I share with you. I call it utilizing the soft gaze. So instead of staring directly at the logo on my shirt going XMartial, and looking at it thinking you're going to take in everything, you just soften your eyes. You kind of look in this area, but it's okay if the logo is just slightly blurry because you're not staring 100% at it and you're taking in everything. Now here's where I really start to feel like my defense takes off. When I can do that, well throwing punches, well on the attack. And I don't think many people can do it, because when I go into a sparring session and I forget about this, or even go into a pad session and I forget about that, I find myself looking at the pads or looking at the target I want to hit. So if I see a target, I go, okay, I want to touch him in the chin, and then I'm going to touch him in the forehead. And I'm looking there, boom. All of a sudden, because my focus with more of a hard gaze, a very intense gaze, is here and here, I am no longer utilizing that soft gaze, which means any shots that come, I don't see them early enough. Whereas if I utilize that soft gaze, I can still see the chin, I can still see here, but now these arms or the leg or whatever else is much easier for me to see. And I was just doing pads yesterday and I had to remind myself, why am I a little bit behind on my blocking? Like I have this big pad holder. He's really strong. He's probably like 6'3", probably, 220, something like that. When he swats the big Thai pads at me, I'm kind of going doing, doing. I'm going, what the heck is happening? And I realize it's because I'm not seeing that shot into the last second, because when he lifts it up, I'm going, hit the pad, and I'm looking at the pad, and then the other shot's coming in, but I'm not noticing it initially. Whereas if I just go, okay, the pad's there, and I'm still looking at you, and I can hit, but now I can see everything. It's a game changer. But it's not easy to do, because naturally, when somebody says, hit this, you want to look at that. But I think we have to train ourselves to utilize that soft gaze, look right in here the whole time, take in everything that could be coming at you from different angles, and find those targets without having to lock in on them. I think this is a hard thing to do, but the general concept is quite simple and quite easy. How do you go about training it, aside from just trying this? Well, the very first thing that I would do is if I was on Bob, right, not in pad work, not in sparring, but just on the bag, I come up to it and I go, okay, eyes are gonna be here, but I'm gonna try and hit him right on the waistline. I'm still looking in here with my soft gaze, right on the waistline, right to the chin, right to the ear. See how I can find these targets, forehead, chin, forehead, chin. I can find them, but I'm looking in this zone. And essentially it would be a simplified version of peripherals, right? I can look over here, but still see you. And that's what we want to be able to utilize. Same way that we see somebody like Canelo Alvarez, a lot of times he'll do his rolls, his little slips to the side. Somebody goes to throw a hook. He's not worried about blocking. He'll just roll. He can still see you. And he can still go, okay, now I'm going to find the target, whatever it might be. This is a hard thing to do. But again, if you train it, you soften up those eyes, stop focusing like, oh, I'm looking at you, and just take in everything. This is my defense tip for today. I hope you guys go about training it, because like somebody said recently when they sent me a message, they said, Gabriel, you know, first when I got your channel, I didn't really get it. I didn't enjoy it. It was too detailed and wasn't instantly gratifying. And then they said, then I started getting beat up in sparring. And then I looked for an alternative to improve my skill level outside the gym. I ended up on your channel, and man, it's a game changer. Yes, these things that I'm sharing with you are not easy. They are not instantly going to make you feel like you're awesome. This concept that I shared with you today is very difficult to actually be able to do. I don't know how many people can even do this. I've never really discussed it with others, but I know even for myself, falling outside of training camp, taking a couple months off sparring and then getting back into sparring and feeling like, oh, okay, I'm a little off. Why is it? And then I reflect and I go, that's it. I was trying to hit him right on the chin and looking right at the chin. And I'm always behind on my defense. So if you're making it through these full episodes, you're actually taking the time to really improve your skills. Congratulations to you. You're going to be one of the people that messaged me on Instagram eventually going, wow, my skill level has just skyrocketed. My coach is noticing it. He's saying, what have you been doing? And they go, well, yeah, I've been on Gabriel's channel and I've been training really hard, utilizing the little tips that he's showing me. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you back here soon.